Good evening. Ontario is going to slowly start coming back to life. Premier Doug Ford announcing his plan to reopen the province. Mark June 14th in your calendar. It's not set in stone exactly yet, but around that day, you'll be able to sit on a patio and go shopping. But first, as of Saturday, you'll be able to play outdoor sports like golf and tennis.
You want certainty right now. You want a plan that you can count on. A transparent and predictable plan.
The province's reopening plan will be in 3 phases and based on vaccination rates. Step 1 is expected to begin on approximately June 14th. 60% of adults must be vaccinated with 1 dose. That target should actually be met by the end of this month. It means outdoor dining will resume with up to 4 people. You can gather outdoors in groups of 10 and go shopping for non-essential items with stores at 15% capacity. Day camps and campgrounds can open, as well as splash pads and Ontario parks.
We will begin first with the settings that we know are the safest.
There will be at least 21 days in between each phase, so step 2 could start in early July. 70% must be vaccinated with 1 dose and 20% fully vaccinated. Outdoor gatherings will increase to 25 people. You'll be able to get a haircut, but will need a mask. Outdoor sports leagues can resume, as well as outdoor cinemas and live music events.
We're almost there.
And finally, step 3, which could come in early August. 70 to 80% must be vaccinated with 1 dose and 25% fully vaccinated. Indoor sports, dining, gyms, museums, art galleries and libraries can open with capacity limits.
And I know a lot of people want to move quicker, but let's look where we were 2 to 3 weeks ago. We were maxing out on our ICUs.
Earlier this afternoon, the Science Advisory Table released its latest modeling, which showed cases, positivity, and hospitalizations going down.
Our picture today looks different. The direction of the pandemic has turned.
But they say caution is still required and vaccination rates must keep going at a steady pace. The one big question that is still up in the air, reopening schools. The province's chief medical officer of health wants to reopen them, but the Science Table concludes that could drive cases up by 6 to 11%.
So it does increase the cases. I think the question is really whether or not we'd be able to keep up with all of the other public health measures.
The Premier isn't ready to make a decision.
We can't afford an increase of 11% right now.
Now, the Premier appears to be taking a much more cautious approach and seems more aligned this time with the Science Table. He's been heavily criticized for starting to open up the economy too fast after the second wave, despite warnings from the Science Table that variants would drive a brutal third wave.